vital new equipment enables the Herald to produce a truly huge issue every day. Issues that consume tremendous quantities of paper. In the great paper storage room of the new building, there's space enough for 10,000 giant rolls of newsprint. Each day, more than 300 rolls are used up. In 1 year, the Herald consumes paper equal in weight to the luxury liner Queen Mary. Each shipment is stored by a system of conveyors, not unlike a well-planned highway system. Conveyors circle, cross, and climb to their weighing and storage areas. They also carry the gigantic rolls up to the reel room, where they wait their turn to be loaded onto the presses. Each press unit is fitted with 3 rolls of newsprint. When one roll is running out, a fresh one is automatically and instantly pasted to the old without interrupting the speeding press. A new roll is then moved in to fill the empty reel. This is the Press Control Center, a futuristic machine developed by the Herald in cooperation with Milgo Electronics, a Miami manufacturer. This electronic brain enables the Herald to run different editions on different presses at the same time and gives a running total of the number of papers coming off of each press. When the exact number of each edition is printed, the control center automatically shuts down the press. This Press Control Center represents still another milestone by the Herald in advancing the progress of newspaper production. These are the giant presses, one of the largest installations of its kind in the world. 7 gleaming white presses, 63 units in all, stretch through a building nearly as long as a football field. If double-plated, each press can produce up to 70,000 72-page newspapers in 1 hour. Or if single-plated, as for larger issues, can produce up to 30,000 newspapers per hour. Here again, we see the Herald's foresight and advanced planning. For even while today's presses are of absolutely the newest and greatest capacity, there is still room enough left over to more than double the number of units now installed. The advanced design of these giant presses permits use of full color on practically any page. In the color room, color inks are poured into special cylinders which fit into the presses. These cylinders make it possible to use color ink in any press and to clean the ink out of the press in half an hour, 1/3 of the time formerly required. As the never-ending pages sweep through the former and folding machine, each section is swiftly assembled and conveyed up to the mail room. After the newspapers stream aloft into the mailroom, they pass through the automatic counting and stacking machines. There are 9, each with a capacity of 30 bundles per minute. The bundles then pass through loops or tying machines where they are bound with wire. Colored wrappers are used to identify additions. The heavy bundles then move along to a chute, where they spiral down to the loading dock 62.5 feet below. At the loading dock, bundles flow along conveyors to be loaded onto a large fleet of leased trucks. When delivery trucks pull into their loading stations, the driver signals his truck number from a communications panel. This information registers in the control booth above. The control booth operator checks this number against his dispatch sheet to determine the truck's route and number of heralds it will carry. That quantity is then dialed on the panel, and the bundles are conveyed to the waiting truck, automatically cutting off at the right number.